Y'all know what's going on. It's time for another episode of Doing Time with Joe. I'm your host, Joe Baker. Before I get started on this episode, I want to remind y'all once again that Rivals is coming out August the 1st. Me and Boo collaborated on this book so we can make it better than the episodes that were on my podcast a while back when y'all listened to Rivals. Everybody said they loved it. We should turn this into a book, and it's what we did. And some of y'all even suggested that we should turn it into a movie. We're working on that. Trust me, it's going down, y'all. But I need you to support the book. Go to jtb3.org. That's Boo's website. Pick up your copy of the book. It's $20. And look here, y'all. I'm sure you're going to be pleased with it. If you like the episodes, you're going to love the book. So now let me get back to this show, okay, y'all? I appreciate y'all. You feel me? I appreciate y'all. But check this out. In the last episode, man, I laid it out to how LJ, you know what I'm saying, and Big Mac got caught with the hand in the cookie jar trying to do things behind our back, and I had to get rid of them. Ran them to the back. You feel what I'm saying? Stripped them. They ain't the folks no more. It's nothing on them. You feel what I'm saying? That's how this business is. It's rough, rugged, and raw, and sometimes you got to do things that you might not want to do because, look here, I had a lot of love and respect for these brothers. They were older brothers. I used to go to them for counsel from time to time, but they were shysty. You feel what I'm saying? And even when they brought something to the table, they went against what they brought to the table, and it made me feel like they was trying to use all of us. You feel what I'm saying? And if you don't feel what I'm saying, then you don't understand what I'm saying. But what I'm trying to say is this, right? Some things you got to do even if you don't like it. They were foul. They had to go. And I ran them off the compound. That's what it is sometime in this game, right? But look here. I'm finna get into the part about the game that a lot of people don't want to hear. They might not tell you. That's when the people that get put in the back, the people that get hit in the mouth, when they try to get their lick back. What they do to get that lick back, right? So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Look here. LJ and Big Mac wasn't going quietly. They had been a part of the business for years, decades. They were not going to let this go. They did not want, even though it was true that they were shysty, they didn't want brothers all over the state, all brothers outside the state, to know that they weren't the folks no more because they tried to get over on the folks. So this is what they did, y'all. Two parts. They tried to get us in two ways, right? That's how they do you. That's how they do you. First, they start writing all these letters. They didn't realize how connected I was, right? But they started writing all these letters to brothers outside the penitentiary, talking about how foul I was running the compound, how I was taking all the money for myself. I was doing all of these things, right? Then the second thing they did, now, not knowing, like I said, that I had all these contacts on the town, so these brothers were letting me know exactly what they were saying about me. And the second thing they did, they had IA, Internal Affairs, come talk to them. And they told Internal Affairs that me and the board, meaning the guys that were on the board, my number two, my chief of security, my secretary, the treasurer, they told them that we was extorting brothers on the compound, taking money, running numbers, charging protection fees, all this whole kind of stuff. Things that they knew that the right person heard it, they coming. They coming. See, the administration, some administrations, not now, this is back then, okay? Now there's zero tolerance on everything. I'm gonna just keep it real with you. But back then, a lot of times, the administration, as long as it wasn't causing violence, they would accept the fact that some things are going to happen in prison. Ain't nothing you can do about it. You feel me? So why waste the energy trying to stop it? If it's not causing people to get killed, if it's not causing people to feel unsafe, you know what I'm saying, they would really just stay out of the way. You understand what I'm saying? But when you get to talking about extortion, racketeering, and all of that kind of thing, you're forcing people to do something against their will. You feel what I'm saying? And they're not going for that. I'm telling you. You can hear all the stuff and believe all the stuff that you want to believe, you know what I'm saying, about gangs run this, gang run that. It's certain things that administrations, prison officials are just not going to tolerate. They might not get it right all the time, but when they come, I'm telling you now, ooh wee, good golly, Miss Molly. If you don't get away, you're going to feel it. They'll put your max and leave you there, man. When I say max, I mean in the back, and locked up in a cell for 23 and 1. And then, look here, when they come around, you get to begging to let you up out that thing or lose your mind, one of the two. So they tell the administration all this old kind of stuff. And see, that's a no-no when it comes to the building. That's a no-no. You don't be talking to the police. What you telling the police for? You the one got caught with your hand in the cookie jar. Now you want to tell the police, you want to write folks on the town and spread all these lies and things about me. And then what they wanted to do is tell the police that I'm doing all these things, me and my board, right? See, don't just wipe out me. Don't just kill the head, kill the whole head and the body. So then they can come up out of the hole. And they got an understanding with the administration that they're going to help the administration keep the peace with the gang stuff. And then they get out and we go in. That was the plot. Keep in mind, like I told you, these old heads, been there, done that. They played the game real good. They play chess for real. They play that chess like they play on Star Trek, 2-tier chess. For real. They ain't playing. They ain't playing. But the whole time they put on like they real deal Holyfield. Phony as they come. They ain't real. Playing games. But then when they get caught playing the game, then they do what they do. They run to the Fed rallies. Help me. Somebody help me. I don't want the family to think that I ain't straight. But I'm going to tell on the family to get them. And then I'm going to go back out there and I'm going to be your puppet. Help me. That's what's going on. You feel me? So here we go. I get word from folks in them on the town. Because back in the day when I was in rotation, listen to me, y'all. I knew people everywhere. And I didn't get mail sent to me. I had it sent to the house. Why would I have mail sent to me so they can read it when they come in? I'm already on suspicion. So I had a mail sent to the house. So when I call the house, whether I be talking to, you know what I'm saying, my female friend back in the day, or my uncle, or my sister, whomever, I say, can you read something to me? What they say? And then they'll tell me, you know, this and that, in a way to where I understood it. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, I had everybody talking in codes. Everybody. So then I said, oh, okay. So they telling me. They're trying to slander me so that the brothers on the town won't support me, won't back me. Because if you don't have the support of the brothers on the town while you're in here, I'm telling you, you got problems. But I had the full support of the fam on the town. They knew that if I did it, it was just. You feel what I'm saying? They knew that. I wasn't with the bull crap. I just wasn't with it. I let a lot of things go down, you know what I'm saying, as long as it's grown folks and everybody understand what's going on, but not against the family. Wouldn't put up with it, not gonna put up with it. You feel what I'm saying? That's how it was back in the day. But that's why brother them on the town would let me know that. And then guess what? Guess how I found out that they were talking to the administration, the IA. One of the people, the police, that was playing the numbers, he happened to be working in the hole the day that the IA came over to talk to him. And he told me everything that he overheard. I said, oh, for real, for real. They doing it like that. And he was like, be careful. So I had to get with brother and I said, look here, do we shut the shop down temporarily or do we keep this thing rolling? Now, brother and them ain't thinking about the seriousness of it. You feel what I'm saying? Like I am. They looking at that money. You know what I'm saying? They're like, man, we ain't finna stop nothing. If they come out here and pick you up, you know what it is. This is how folks them talking to me, right? They come out here and pick you up and take you to the back. You know what it is. You'll get out after 7 days. You act like you ain't been in the hole before. And I got to thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, I've been back there plenty of times. And I ain't written over all them walls back there. So I said, let it do what it do. 7 days in the hole, I guess I just have to rest and do some push-ups. You know what I'm saying? That's how you go. That's what you do when you go to the hole. You get your rest in and you do some push-ups until the 7 days is up, then they'll let you back out. That's just what it is. It's just what it is. That's a part of the risk when you get involved in nefarious activities, y'all. And let me break that down for y'all that don't really understand what nefarious is. When I say nefarious, I mean wrong. When you're doing wrong, there's consequences attached to that might happen. And that's what folks are trying to get me to understand. We're not shutting down shop, folks. What we gonna do is keep it moving. Shut down for what? Shut down for what? If you shut down every time the police is looking into what you're doing, you'll never be able to do anything. And I said, okay, keep it moving. We're gonna keep it moving. I just know I'm going to the hole. So the IA catch me one day. Say, I'm hearing your name. That's how they do you when the IA bump down on you. They won't tell you what's going on. They say, I'm hearing your name. I'm looking at the IA. I said, yeah. Pretty sure you're not hearing just my name, but it's okay. It is what it is. I said, but I ain't doing nothing though. I said, it's not what we heard. I said, well, what you hear? We ain't gonna, let's don't play the game. Go on and lay it out. What you hear? And then he said, so if I tell you what I hear, you gonna tell me what you're doing? I said, no, I ain't gonna do none of that. Ain't nothing to tell. He said, well, I ain't gonna tell you what I heard. He said, you'll know if I come and get you. I said, okay then. He said, but know this, I'm looking. I'm always watching. I said, bet that. So you know what I did, y'all? Flip the script, change it up for about a good month. I ain't even go to the ball field. I stayed in, did my push-ups, distanced myself from the business. I still got my cut on the money though. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't seen, I wasn't visible. Because they had put them on me. They were watching me to see what I was doing. Because I was the one that made the decision to get rid of them. So they wanted me more than they wanted them, but they had to include them as part of it because if they got out, they needed all of them to be gone, all of us to be gone. You feel me? But I stepped away, you know what I'm saying, from all the activity that was going on. I let my number 2 handle it. Since he was with it, you know what I'm saying, talking about, you know what comes with this. You know, he used to tell me that all the time. You know what comes with this. I'd be like, yeah, I know what comes with it. I'm sick of it too. But anyway, while they were in the back telling everything they could tell, we were still making money. Kept making money. Kept making money. Day after day, month after month. They were still in the back. So one day, this is after about 3 months, Internal Affairs comes and they grab my number 2. And they tell themselves, you let Joe know that we're going to let them back out. And that if anything happens to them, then we're going to be held responsible. So if my number 2 come and let me know that, I said, well, I don't care if they come back out, but they not the folks. And nobody's to acknowledge them as the folks, nobody's to greet them, nobody's to even talk to them as the folks. You can kick it with them if you want to, but you don't call them folks. You don't shake their hand the way we shake hands. None of that. You don't do none of that. And it was understood. So when they got out of the hole, that's what it was. So I found myself on the ball field with them one day. We down there talking. You know what I'm saying? They were like, bro, we want to come back. Ain't no coming back. Ain't no coming back for what y'all did. They said, man, we was just trying to get our money. I said, nah, but you were telling the police trying to get us locked up while you was in the back, right? You think I don't know that? And they just looked at me like they always do, like snakes. They just looked at me. And I said, we ain't got to even talk about this no more, but look here, man, ain't nobody going to do nothing to y'all. Y'all just ain't the folks no more, man. Respect that and keep it moving. Because if you want this to get violent, it can get violent real fast. But we don't need that. We don't need that. They're like, man, then they hit me with this. They're, folks, but you took our money from us. You took our way of getting our money. I said, man, you bought us $1 million idea and then you flipped the script. So don't be talking to me like I'm stupid. Don't talk to me like I'm stupid. And I don't have no sympathy for you in this, man. It is what it is, man. You did this. So quit playing with me, man. You keep talking to me like you want to insult my intelligence because I'm younger than you. I will beat you, man. I will beat you. So leave that alone. Leave that alone, man. And they left it alone, y'all. They left it alone. I know that's hard for y'all to understand, right? Every encounter dealing with the gangs and stuff in the penitentiary is not violent. Sometimes people read the writing on the wall. Sometimes they accept the hand that they're dealt and say, I don't want no more. Sometimes they tap out. Because trust me in this, y'all. When that blue wave is standing there waiting to pounce on you, you'll think twice about what you want to do. They got away. They got away without losing their life. But that's what happens in here, y'all. Again, like I always do, I want to make sure that you understand you think you want this lifestyle. I'm telling you that you don't. It has too many twists and turns that can lead to you losing your life, losing your freedom forever. These people ain't got no problem in throwing you in the penitentiary for the rest of your life. And I mean a capital R-E-S-T, the rest of your life. Trust me, man. I've been here 34 plus years, man. Back tired, feet tired, just tired. You understand? But I got to pay for what I did. Live your life out there. Do the right thing. Don't get caught up in this nonsense thinking that this is what's what. This ain't that. It never has been, never will be. And anybody that's making you think this is that, they're not your friend. I don't care if they're your family. They're lost, man. They're lost. It's kind of like if you lost in the woods and you run into this other person that's out in the woods and you say, do you know the way out? And that person says, no, I'm lost too, but follow me. Do you follow him? No. You might join up to try to find your way out of the madness, but you don't follow him like he's going to lead you in something. Don't do that. If both of you are lost, then what you're supposed to say is, how do we find our way out of this? Remember that. Now, before I go, check out the new book that me and Boo collaborated on, Rivals, man. It's coming out August the 1st. Check that thing out, y'all. Check that thing out. It's about those episodes that I did about the father and son. It's based on real events. This is true stuff, y'all. You feel what I'm saying? It's true stuff about the generation of gang violence. I need y'all to check that thing out. It's going down, right? It's going to be $20. You're going to be able to find it on jtb3.org. Look here, like I'm going to tell you like it. It ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like it. This thing one day is going to be a movie. Take my word for it, y'all. Take my word for it. This has been another episode of Doing Time with Joe. I'm your host, Joe Baker, and I say peace, y'all.